Okay, good morning. You are listening to IBGR.network, the International Business Growth Radio Network, and I am your host, Jan Robberts, global influencer, co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of JR Speakers Club. Yes, I am also a coach, trainer, speaker, values-based leadership specialist, personal profiling consultant, and personal development professional. For any more information about me, you can go to the ibgr.website and check my profile. There you will also find the links to follow and get in touch with me. Well, by the way, we would love to hear from you in real time during the show. If you are listening if you're listening live or to one of our recordings, you can always connect and interact with us on social media on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter at ibgr.network. Now, this is episode 9 already. Wow, how time flies. And it's a I didn't have my alphabet soup this morning. It's a strategic, impactful connections in our people skill lanes, people for success. So you can go to our website, www.ibgr.network, and download the show notes for today. And before I go any further, there's a few wonderful things. We also have an amazing IBGR app. So now you can listen to us wherever you are from the comfort of your mobile phone, your tablet, or your laptop. But before we go even any further, today we are not only live on radio. Last week we actually did a call-in, and we're kind of working just now on the behind the scenes with Donna and Bill, who are amazing, by the way. They've developed all this. That it was their goal and their dream to share all this with the world, and we are 50 of us now are lucky to be part of this network. But we're also saying, well, let's go live on Facebook too. So here we are. I can't only welcome my listeners, but also my viewers today. But we're already, so in your Facebook as well, what I would like to do is, if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments box. And we have every 15 minutes, we've got about a 2.5 minute break. So I can then actually look through and scroll through the messages. And if there's any questions or something, I will address them. Or any comments that I think are worthwhile. I mean, all of it is worthwhile as well. But if there's any comments that I think are really good for this particular show, then I will mention you in dispatches. So, we're already over halfway of our third season. And for a variety of reasons, this is a most amazing season because, first of all, we're sharing tips, tools, and wisdom. And of course, that last one is by my colleagues, surely not me. But we want you, the audience, to ask the questions. Because what's going to happen is, we have about 50 show hosts now in 4 different zones around the world, divided in 6 hours each. So that means 24/7 we're on the radio. And now we're going to be on Facebook more and more as well. Some people have already done Facebook Lives. And of course, we also have a YouTube channel where you can find all of these as well. So, I said I had a face made for radio. We needed to change that a little bit. So I even had to kind of wash my face today. Yeah, but you are all the wide range of subjects we have, from operations, customers, finance, people today, and tomorrow is going to be executive working on the business rather than in the business. Because we are now looking for your questions and your comments. Next season, you are deciding what our sessions will look like. It's going to challenge us even more, which I love, because I love being challenged and stretched. We all need to get out of our comfort zone more. But next season, you will decide what our subjects are going to be like. And, when you have genuine questions or about things that you want to hear, in my case, in the people side, what do you want me to talk into? What would you like to hear as a new business owner, or as somebody who's already on the path, you've got an entrepreneurial idea? What would you like to hear? What would you like us to talk about? Let us know and join us in our comments here, right on Facebook and on our radio at our website. So, or of course, the app. Now, today I will talk about strategic, impactful connections. And if this is your first time listening, welcome. If you're a returner listener, welcome back. And if this is the first time you are viewing, which couldn't be a second time because this is my first time using IBGR Facebook Live. So welcome to our Facebook group as well. I can now honestly say I always say it on radio. If there is anything on here or from our fellow hosts who are 24/7 on the radio, if there is anything on here that speaks into you and you think there's other people who could benefit from this, like and share it. You can do it with the radio show as well, because you can share the IBGR network page, but like and share it because there is podcasts and everything on these kind of things. So like and share it and spread the good news. Spread this to as many people as possible. Good leaders actually don't keep stuff for themselves. When they get something out of it, they talk to other people about it, and I know you are as well. So anyway, we are now in more, if I'm stand corrected, because every week it goes up, but we're now in in already 145 countries around the world. So it's absolutely amazing that people from 75% of the world's countries are now be able and listening in to our programs here. So highly commendable, and we should celebrate this every time, because it is due to the tirelessly behind the scenes working of Donna and Bill, and now all these hosts who are spreading the good news as well, that we are now reaching 145 countries already. Who would have believed that in such a short time? So let's get going. And what is strategic connecting? Now, strategic connecting equates itself to a business strategy of advancing a company or organization, and in this strategy you are finding out how the opposite party can be a stepping ladder to you. Now that's where the strategy gets in. So let's be real here. It means that you're going to waste time with, that you are not going to waste time with people who are on common ground. You think so? Well, in most cases, both parties benefit because each party has something that person wants in order to arrive at something. And next week in my networking program, I'm going to talk about networking. I will talk a lot more into the connections you can get and how to do that more effectively. But normally there is common ground, and those individuals have something that people can utilize. So you reach out to connect for advancement. The tricky part is, though, the advancement of something good or something bad. So are those strategic connections led by good or by greed? So you really need to be careful. That's why it's got to be strategic connections, and there's got to be some ethics involved as well. If you want to survive as a business, ethics and values, as values-based leadership specialists, we talk into the values all the time, because values are the foundations of leadership, and values are the foundations of any business. If you let them go, don't expect your people or your clients or your partners to be ethical when you are not. So it is really a question that needs to be answered. Why you do this. You might well say, well, business is business, if it's done right. But when it comes to positive impact, I feel there has to be a different approach. I think that when you use impactful strategies to properly connect with others, you really have to evaluate their intent. Because what you really want is for this to be a win-win relationship, right? What can be better than this? Everybody actually talks, everybody wins when we start these joint ventures, these strategic partnerships and all those kind of things. What can be better that it's actually a win-win-win? Because if we win together, and first of all, it's all about you, the listener, the public, the people who need this information. So if in a business, if people we serve win, and we both win as well, it's a win all around, and that's what we should be looking for, because that's the most effective every single time. So what is your intention? Is it making money, regardless who or what you damage in the process? Is it doing good? Even if it means to not make that connection could potentially make you a lot of money, knowing it does not feel right, what would you do? So if it could potentially make you a lot of money, but I'm talking a little bit about intuition later on as well, but it just isn't right. Or would you actually have a business? A friend of ours, he had a brilliant saying, making money while doing good. Now that is absolutely amazing. So if you can make money while doing good, and of course that's very possible, many people do it, and you as an entrepreneur should really actually think about that. What is better than, you actually provide a service that people need and want, and you do good and you make money in the process. If you do enough of the things that are good for people, eventually people will pay you for it anyway. Maybe the question is here, what kind of impact do you want to have with your business? On people, environment, any future technical development? As the late Zig Ziglar says, and I like his quote, you can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people to get what they want. Now that is as good for a joint venture and strategic connections as it is for serving your clients and indeed the people who are working for you and with you. So I hope that makes any sense. And today we'll be talking into strategic connections, and we'll be diving into some of the strategic connections, steps on building strategic connections, tips on building strategic relationships, and essential tools for building strategic relationships. Now, with Facebook as well, of course, very shortly we're going to shut down for 2.5 minutes on the radio show, but I will certainly keep connecting with you and actually look on the Facebook. Just go and have a look through all the comments that are here, so we can I can answer any. But for about 2.5 minutes we shut down. So it is wonderful that you can actually join us on Facebook. You can join us on the radio show, and in the radio show as well, if you go to the ibgr.network, you just click the join us button. And if you've got any questions on our ibgr.network page, there is a pulsating question mark when you also can ask questions. But if you're on Facebook, you can do it right here. So we're just going away on the radio, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Stay with us.